you're doing it wrong. The moon looks like this now.
What are you drawing, children?
The new moon, Mom. It looks different than before, doesn't it? Also... Can I go buy a shirt?
All right. I suppose today is a special day after all. Almost like a festival.
Extra, extra! Get the latest Nasha Express here! Post-disaster report! Nasha Town reborn beneath a new moon! The voyage begins today! The future looks bright thanks to the League!
I knew things would be different. But I didn't think that would include the moon.
They say a new moon goddess has been born.
A new moon goddess?
I guess so. I'm not too clued up on the details. As far as I'm concerned, the moon's still in the sky, and hey, since we've come all this way, shall we grab ourselves a free meal?
Are you a convert now? Or are you just here?
Oh, come on, what does it matter? After everything we've all just been through?
Come on! We gotta get there early, or there won't be any good spots left!
Shh, keep it down. This is a residential area. What if people are still sleeping?
Why is it so noisy outside? It's okay. Paimon was pretty much awake anyway. It's been so long since... What about you? Did you rest well? Still winding down from everything that's happened? Or are you wondering how our friends are doing? Or is it about what Dotori said to you? Okay, if you say so. But don't push yourself, alright? Let Paimon know if you need to talk. What we just went through was... a lot. Luonatar disappeared after Columbina came back. Apparently, she was part of Columbina's soul still. Paimon kind of misses Luonatar somehow. But anyway, you did great. So did Paimon. We all worked our butts up, so chin up, Traveler. You should be proud of yourself. Hey, don't poke fun. You should be glad that Paimon's growing as a person. Paimon didn't think you'd mention it. You have no idea how anxious Paimon was. Well, if you really want to show Paimon you're sorry, you're gonna need to make it up to her. You better be ready to splat. Okay. Paimon's full now.
Huh? Hey there, Traveler and Paimon! Good morning!
Morning, Yehuda. Here for some breakfast?
Oh, I've already eaten. Just need some water. I was mostly worried you might forget what day it was. Careful there, Paimon. Too much food will make you drowsy. Don't let anyone catch you hiding at the...
You should probably be saying that to Aino.
True. You know, I'm surprised at all these competing groups.
Well, nothing like a region-wide calamity to bring people together. After that...
Try telling Boss Neff that. She's not exactly convinced that people are gonna get with the program.
Really? But if she's so pessimistic about it, what?
Probably 'cause... even though Unity sounds like a pretty far-fetched... I think things will work out, though. I swear, Notcry feels like one big family now with everything that's happened.
Paimon's with you on that one. And it seems like plenty of other people agree, too. Just...
All right. Everyone's been rebuilding these last 2 weeks, and the evacuees have been coming. Life's slowly returning back to normal. Which means... were you about to head out? There's still some time.
Yeah! We were gonna take a stroll around the square and say hi to some friends first.
Sounds good. See you later then.
Please accept today's boon. Have a nice day.
Are Paimon's eyes deceiving her? Or is that Inefa handing out...
Hello there. Would you like a feast of the moon, along with some snacks of the day?
Only a few days ago when we last saw you, but it looks like you've joined the Frost... And Aino too?
What are you talking about, Paimon? We're just here to help.
duh.
In the wake of the disaster, it's all hands on deck. We responded to Llama's request for support. At times like these, the smallest good deed can inspire others and help them through the hard days ahead.
And we're using eggs and heating tubes to make that a reality. In true Kromkake crab shop style. Enough! Did you hear that?
That's because it's true, I know. Proposal. If you can resist eating today's dessert, I will
No way!
Well, that proposal got shot down quickly.
I need something to get me through the hard times too.
Mom!
Yes, dear. Go right.
Excuse me. Could she helped us get safely out of Not Cry? And she helped...
Of course she is! And...
but you stole my snack.
Oops.
Shall we move to the open space near the center? The view there is better.
Thank you!
Aren't you the better...
You underestimate yourself yet.
Not at all. I rarely come by Nasha Town. I don't know any of the big shots here.
All in good time.
But you're much further ahead on that road, aren't you?
You're not seeing the full picture. You know there is no question about it. The Lightkeepers need a representative.
You say it like you wouldn't make the cut.
I am most flattered that you think I would. Sigh a little less, Master Ilua, and have more faith in yourself. All the Lightkeepers agree that is precisely why Starshin and Nikita felt safe delegating such important work to you.
I'm sure we all also agree that we would sooner die of dehydration than manage to...
My apologies. I am not in the habit...
Whatever. I'll take the job. By the way...
Oh, it's quite the who's who of Not Cry. There's the Moon Chanter of the front. I'm sure you will find...
If you say so. But...
An admirable... We have the chance to...
Yeah. You're right.
Quite a few familiar faces have arrived.
You seem well rested.
I know no one's asked, but I'm sure you all want to know, so, well, great, but not perfect. Starting to lose my mind from boredom. Can't drink a drop of...
I'm sure you had a sneaky swig or two.
Wait, how'd you find out?
I'm sure you must be
Yeah, you could say that again. Every time I get news from... Honestly, once things are wrapped up here...
Hey, looks like someone's taking the stage.
Can everyone see okay? Anyone need a boost?
I'll just listen from the back.
You're taking this pretty seriously, huh, Durin?
Well, it's not every day that I get the chance to see how people speak in official settings.
Soak it up like a sponge. I'll make sure you get a chance to practice for yourself later down the line. Actually...
Mr. Varka, are you forgetting that I'm not a Knight of Favonius?
I can knight you. Any particular
Is he joking? I really...
You'll have to figure this one out for yourself. It'll be a good learning experience.
It is my honor to host the opening ceremony for the League. And to have...
Could this person also have been pushed onto the big stage by the real big shots?
We come here today, having weathered the trials and hardships of yesterday, and having learned from them.
All right, here we go. Uh-oh, looks like Aino's off in Dreamland already.
Come on, get the speech over.
Not Cry is our home, the land we rely on for survival. And as we chart a course for the future, may we
Looks like we'll have more opportunities to travel.
I'm sure you'll cope, Lady Moonchanter, given how fleet of foot. Unfortunately, I suspect I'll be too busy at the curatorium to act as your host. We have a busy schedule.
That'll be all right. I'll just check your schedule with Yehuda. Well,
you... So giving my employees extra...
I thought you'd approve. Aren't you forever increasing your
That's a bold statement. Are all the frost...
Columbina's return has brought joy to all who care about her. That includes both you and me. As for the Frost Moon Scions, we are learning how to thrive. It is up to us to make our home a more livable place. Joining the League...
I like the word try. It's nice and non-committal. You can opt out at any time and still say you tried.
You don't see a bright future for the Frost Moon Scions?
I'm just not as optimistic. The Frost Moon Scions should count themselves lucky that... But Nod Cry's a big place, with all kinds of people. Most of them...
Well, that's where you and... Unless... the Curatorium of Secrets is only...
For now, yes. And that won't change until this venture becomes worth my while.
What would make it worth your while?
Getting out more than I put in. Right now, I'd barely break even, but I'll...
Then maybe it's worth a try.
All right, you can stop now. Or do I have to join the Frost Moon Scions before you...
You'd be very welcome to join us.
Hey, you two! Congrats on all your hard...
Nefer was trying to dissuade me from adding to her employees' workload.
Sorry, what?
Your conversations are always the most interesting. Would you two care to join me for some tea before heading to your next destination?
Nicole? Wait,
Sadly not. I'm otherwise occupied right now. I'm sorry if it's any consolation. Let me say that perhaps you'll feel better if you focus on the fact you have a special...
okay?
No, or not yet, anyway.
Well, that's not ominous at all.
Not for the time. Just think of this as a general check-in to make sure this communication system is still running smoothly. Besides, it's good to...
You could have just said so. Still, the best friendships are built through face-to-face interaction. It's never gonna stop being weird having tea with you when you're not there, and...
All right, fair point. I'll bear that in mind for next...
Yeah. Any update on that crisis at the world's borders?
Alice just informed me that they had their work cut out for them. And now everyone's thoroughly... The disruption caused by this disaster has made... She plans to wait for things to stabilize, then reschedule her Mondstadt vacation plan. As for me, I agree with Hat Guy's perspective. This is a time when many new variables are emerging. We have to remain vigilant and ensure that the... I did notice that the energy in Nodcry changed somewhat after the War of Funerary Flame. But since it looks like I'll have to examine the connections between... Just doing my duty. It's more or less Of course. To give you the full picture, I'd have to start with the substance from which it... Never mind. Paimon's right. Showing off my... By the way, you did receive the gifts from the Hexen Circle, yes? I'm not trying to claim credit or anything. They're quite similar to the protective talisman that Alice gave Dory, but with some very special enhancements.
Oh! So that's what kept our friends safe when
Indeed. We went to great lengths to make sure they were invisible to... I'm so happy they came in handy. Still, not fishing for gratitude, by the way. I just want you to be aware. Anyway, I'll contact you if anything else crops up. Oh, my angelic... You should head to the docks next. Your friends are about to board...
You're here.
You're here too, Hat Guy!
No, I'm bound for Sumeru, and she for Fontaine. Everything seems fine. Sandrone may have an abominable temper, but she's always been very responsible with important...
You always speak as if you...
Maybe I'm just a good judge of character.
I certainly hope that's all there is. Regardless, you have been a significant help.
I didn't do anything special. Sandrone's the one who completed a seemingly impossible formula and turned the tide of the entire battle.
Oh,
Even we were unaware that Sandrone had hidden the real formula inside. She managed to fool Dottore into thinking the formula was running in her system.
But she probably realized that she didn't have the strength to stop Dottore. But this... she always worked like that.
Well, that's why I'm traveling to Fontaine. She made a request of me long ago, and the time is... She said that should she ever fail in a mission, she'd like me to deliver her core, and she also mentioned that she had made arrangements for people. Some of her personal effects, such as her notes, were left to me. I've decided to take them back to the House of the Hearth. For safekeeping, primarily, but also as mementos, I suppose. However, there is one book among them that I'd like to leave in your care. I'll have someone deliver it to your rest. No, I was specifically warned not to. This is her last wish, and I will abide by it. I can only hope so, but none of us here can know for certain. I bade farewell to Columbina earlier today. As promised, she turned the iridescent moon's marrow over to me. She spent a long time with Sandrone's body.
Oh, is she all right?
Sandrone's passing has left a great wound in all of our hearts. But Columbina surprised me. She offered me some words of comfort before I departed. She never used to act like this. Clearly, she has grown. And I suspect that we have you to thank for much of the change we are seeing in... After these recent events, the Tsaritsa has revoked the Pale Star Edict. Snezhnaya now realizes that the arrest warrant for Columbina was just a ploy by Dottore. I shall return to Nodcry to see her as soon as I find the time. Columbina Hyposelenia's journey is on my ship. Is Traveler. Paimon?
What are you still bumming around for? I thought today was the day you'd agreed with her to go... You're afraid you won't like the truth when you... Well, this is new. I was starting to think that nothing could scare you.
Don't say that! Wouldn't you be if you were in this situation?
Fair point. But I'd say I have more experience facing up to unpleasant truths than They say blood's thicker than water. I know how much you need your family back. More than you... No matter what the truth turns out to be, they will finding the truth is important. At least, that's the life lesson I've learned from my experience. What? Now that Dottore's dead and gone? A little. Maybe I regret not getting to end his life with my own hands. Either way, I'm going back to Sumeru. Lesser Lord Kusanali is gonna need help dealing with all the chaos Dottore left in his wake. Not just from this. You should continue with your journey, as you've always done. Who knows? Maybe we'll meet again someplace else.
So, what should we do now? If you want to explore a bit more to stick... After all, when Columbina said she knew where your ship was hidden, it hasn't been all that long since we were last apart, sure, but with Columbina there, Paimon... ain't no biggie. Paimon might be all about that, but Paimon's sure you'd prefer to digest the news about your brother in peace. But, no matter what you see, just know you can share it with Paimon. If you can't make sense of something, let's give it some thought together. And even if we both can't figure it out, Paimon can at least treat you to a nice meal. Glad to hear it. Feel better now? Alrighty. Next up, time to meet with Columbina. Columbina, we're here! Can't quite believe we're meeting out here. We've gotten used to walking over to Silver Moon Hall.
Well, you're still... It's just... Now that it's all over, I've decided to make some changes. The older generation are still timid around me. They don't dare get too close. But things are much better with the children. I see more curiosity in their eyes. Hopefully, by the time the next Moon Prayer Night comes around, I can enjoy the festival with them as myself.
You'll do fine, Columbina. Paimon's sure they'll realize you're...
You really think so? When we first met...
We were just starting out then, come on!
I'm only teasing. I know that I have you to thank for pulling me back down to solid ground. It feels good to finally stand firm on the earth where I was born.
Oh, that's great!
Thank you. I'll make sure not to lose it this time. Well then, are you ready?
Ether, what happened to our spaceship back then? Why did you leave? It's time to learn the truth at last.
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Good. Then let me open the way for you.
Where does this lead?
To our shared destination.
Huh?
Do you remember me telling you about my missing prologue back when we just met? But while I was inside the moon's reflection, I realized that my prologue was the story of the time before I was born, was in fact the story of my distant future. But when I obtained the Trilunar Authority and returned to our present reality...
So you mean...
Yes, your spaceship. All this time, it has been hidden on the Frost Moon, the great ruler of the firmament.
Wait, them? Why would they do that?
I don't know. Perhaps your ship contains something that is incompatible. Oh, did I pick a bad time to say this? Maybe I should have waited until you were on the moon, with no chance to back out.
That would have been kind of mean, you know.
Take me there.
Oh?
Whatever is hiding in that ship, it belongs to me and Ether. Those memories belong to us. No one else has the right to decide whether I should or shouldn't know about it. Not even the heavenly principles.
Very well. Then let's go.
You two take care, alright?
Rest assured, Paimon. We will. Thinking about the story that we'll find hidden on the moon?
Yes. And hoping that it has a happy ending.
Stories like that don't exist, you know?
You don't believe in happy endings?
I don't believe in endings.
Where am I?
This is the pathway I built between Teyvat and the Frost Moon. The moon is very far away from us, so it could be a long journey. After I obtained the Trilunar Authority, I unwittingly saw past events from many of my friends' lives. One was Lauma. She was so young when they chose her to be the Moon Chanter. From then on, the Frost Moon Scions looked to her. But, for better or worse, I had left Hisi Island before she was ever born. It was not until much, much later that she met me.
I think it's for the best. Because of the way things turned out, you had the opportunity to become friends.
You're right. In that sense, I think we were both very lucky. Oh, and about that mage, Nicole. I only recently learned that she has lived in Teyvat since the time of the Three Moon Sisters. The moon goddesses always had a good relationship with the angels. I suppose our friendship continues that tradition. And then there's Sandrone. I never knew that much about her, beyond the fact that she was created by someone called the Lord Artificer. She, too, suffered for a long time before joining the Fatui. How I wish I could talk to her again. Even if only to hear her say nasty things to me. Also, I saw your sibling's story. I'm afraid I didn't see much. It seems that he rarely came to the surface where the moonlight shines. But I did notice that back when you first set out on your journey, he would often appear nearby, gazing at you from afar with a guilty look in his eyes.
Ether.
Let us speak no more of the past. I probably shouldn't reveal so much about my friends. It's not my place. Let the moonlight carry us forth. We are very close now. After this, I'd like to bring some kuhenki to the moon as well. If they're willing, of course.
What about your other friends? Will you bring them to visit too?
Certainly. But I'll need to tidy the place up first. This home hasn't received any guests in a long, long time. I remember writing something similar with you on Moon Prayer Night. I believe it was called...
Dodoko's Whirligig.
Yes, that was it. You asked me if I was afraid to return to the moon, and I said that I was. The idea that I had gained something precious, only to lose it so quickly. That frightened me. But I'm not afraid anymore. Besides, this time, we're traveling together. We're here. Over there.
Our spaceship.
It's huge. I suppose that the moon is the only place one could hide it. It'll be all right.
Huh?
The way you feel in this moment, I went through it too, on Moon Prayer Night. Solitude for me once meant living a life in which even I was absent. But that night, solitude meant throwing away the life I had gained after meeting.
Columbina.
Go. Retrieve the part of your life that was once lost. Trust me, you will lose nothing by doing. Look, Tavad is right there. All of our friends are down there.
You're right. Thanks, Columbina.
Finished?
Yeah. Why did you take your eye mask off?
Well, since my return, I've decided to take more opportunities to see the... Besides, I've always wondered how Tevat looks from the moon.
And what do you think?
It's beautiful. I could spend a whole day here just gazing at it. What about you? What do you think of the truth you found? I haven't looked at another person's expression in a long time, but... I think yours is saying...
Keep this up, and it won't be long before you give Nefer a run for her money.
Oh, I don't think that's going to happen. I'm much more used to sensing what's going on around me with Kuvaki.
I read the spaceship's flight logs. I always assumed that this was my first time in Tevat. I thought that Ether and I must have been hibernating in space for centuries on end, but the logs show that our spaceship flew over the skies of Tevat once before.
Flew over? So you...
No. The ship barely came to a stop before flying on again. After that, it continued traveling through space for a long time. Some of the data is corrupted, but I suspect it was only after that the ship made a forced landing in Nodcry. When Ether found me, he came from outside the ship. Could this mean that he left the ship long before I did? Maybe even during our first pass over Tevat?
Are you all right?
Yes. I can feel that the truth is coming together. I remember Ether telling me that when he first arrived in Conria, he could not recall the past. So this might be something that even he doesn't know.
Here, I made some space for you. Here,
Oh, wait, there's one more thing.
What is it?
Wait here a moment. Hey, Columbina.
Is that a new outfit?
An old one, technically. It's been in a cabinet inside the ship this whole time. It's a matching pair with Ether's. He always liked this set more.
I don't think there's a huge difference.
Really?
Yes, it's still the same you.
Only Columbina would make an observation like that.
Traveler, do you consider Tevat your home?
Home is wherever Ether is. But then after... Yes, I'd say it's my home.
Would you change your answer if Tevat changed appearance? I mean...
I don't know. The truth is not what matters most to me about Tevat.
When I was first born, I longed for a home. And when you get something before you're mature enough to understand the world, I thought that a home was a transaction. You give me what I want, and I'll do the same for you. But you and your friends taught me what a true home should look like. You never asked for anything.
That's because your friendship matters to us. It was worth it.
In the past, but after journeying to the distant past where the story began, I realize now, I am glad.
I'm sure your friends are just as glad.
In fact, I intend to make the same choice today as I did back then.
What do you mean?
Well, I've given the Eternal Moon's Marrow to Lauma, and the Iridescent Moon's Marrow to Arlecchino. And now, I shall return my Kuvaki to Nodcry again.
Wait, but what about your body?
Oh, are you... I won't. Not this time. The Frost Moon has now entered the fall sky. I am only returning to Nodcry the part of me that it needs. I am giving what I can, because my home is worth it. Oh, and I have something for you, too.
For me?
Yes. Come closer.
What was that?
I lifted some of the restrictions this world placed on you. I trust this will help in your...
My power. It feels like it's grown. Thank you. This will be a great help.
You're welcome. I see you as family, and after everything you've done for me, here, this flower is for you.
Isn't this a moon prayer block?
Yes. Don't worry. You will never see these. I'm finally discovering the joy of giving. How I wish I...
Hey, better late than never. What are you thinking about now?
Why don't you take a guess?
I don't think I'll get it in one guess. But I'm sure it's a happy thought.
That's kind of a sneaky answer. I can't say you got it wrong. Down into that. The moon seems so far away, but on the moon, everything feels so close by. The haze that once enshrouded the skies has finally been dispersed. I feel like a traveler on a winter's... I don't have a lot of luggage. Next, to start with, I want to stay here just a little longer. After that, let's return home.
These clothes bring back so many memories.
The journey goes on. Like I said, this is not the end. I don't... Oh, is that your next destination? Most people would probably tell you to pack some warm clothes. But I experienced things... In fact, it is home to quite a wondrous heat source. I think they call it Kreshnik's torch. I sensed the energy it gave off as I was passing by on a rail. I also recommend the Korolievsky troupe in Snezhnograd. They give performances quite regularly, and entry was free for harbingers. I liked them a lot. Okay. As you continue on your journey, don't forget to gaze up at the moon once in a while. It shall cast down its true moonlight, connecting us in truth.
To Jean, acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. This preamble is such a pain to write. It's probably high time we got rid of this. I trust that Dern has updated you all on recent events. The good news is, we managed to come together and put a stop to the Doctor. As for the Fatui, not counting the Damselette, we found ourselves allied in this instance with both the Knave, and as ever, we find ourselves better off for making friends rather than enemies. But until we can ascertain the Tsaritsa's true intentions, the future in a short while. Wait, how am I meant to surprise everyone if I tell them in the letter that I'm heading home? Okay, I will begin sending the expeditionary team back home in... I hope they won't gloss over the details of my many heroic deeds. But if I think of Mondstadt daily, please give everyone... P.S. The honorary knight went above and beyond this time. P.P.S. Please be extra nice to Klee for the foreseeable future. I cashed in on the last favor that the Hexen Circle owed us, so we need to earn some more goodwill. If there's any serious problems, and that, as they say, and with the moon shining down brighter than ever,